I'm Steve Gaskill. I'm a physical therapist with OrthoIndy. This is Celeste Ganal, and we're going to talk about office ergonomics. Now, many of us are social distancing, we're working from home, and we don't have the same setup at home as we do at work. So we're going to try to help you out. So if you're in your home office, the first thing you want to start with is your chair, and you want your chair to be appropriate height. So as you're sitting, if your chair's too high and your feet aren't touching the floor, you want to lower that down. Now, your feet, knees, and hips should all be at a right angle. Celeste is doing a great job sitting back in the chair. If you try to slouch, Celeste, can you slouch? You can't really slouch if you're all the way back in the chair, and that's where you need to be properly. There's all kinds of adjustments on office chairs. Feel free to try with yours. Once you get in a good spot, it should help you out. Now, for her height, if you place your hands up on the table and scooch forward a little bit, does that table feel a little too high for you?
Yes.
Okay, so if you do have a fancy desk, you could lower it down. Or most likely, you're going to need to raise your chair. If you raise your chair, it's going to be very helpful to also raise your feet. So if you raise your chair 2 inches, raise your feet 2 inches. If you have to use a book, feel free to use one. Once you get your feet and your base of support proper and your hands proper, then it's time to look at your screen height. Now, many of us are working from a laptop. It's not ideal because there's no way to get your keyboard height proper as well as your monitor height proper. So if you have the option of plugging into your external monitor, that would be fantastic. But you want your monitor to be about arm lengths away. Go ahead and place this one's just a slightly bit too far for her. And you would want the top of your monitor to be about eye level. So for Celeste, this one might be a couple inches too high. If you wear bifocals, you may need to lower your screen height just a little bit more than the average person. But if you're using a keyboard, you would want to make sure that if you have the chance for a monitor to avoid neck problems, you want to get an external monitor. You also want to make sure that your monitor is directly in front of you and your mouse is close by. So you don't want to be reaching all the way out here for your mouse. If you talk on the telephone, you want to make sure it's close by as well and that you're not craning your neck. External headsets are great for people who are on the telephone all the time, but I think that about covers it.